Today we're looking at text structure, but we're also including that with main idea. So we've talked about text structure before. We did that, remember, in focus in those little groups. But we also want to look at the main idea again. You're going to see main idea comes up quite a lot. That's very important. It's as important to nonfiction as things like theme are for fiction. Remember how long we spent on that in school. So we're going to spend a lot of time with main idea for nonfiction. So we're reading a story today, or not really a story, nonfiction kind of account of some things that went on in history. And we are going to figure out not only the main idea, but how the author decided to show us this main idea. So when we read, and of course we're doing this when we're improving our reading skills, we are reading for meaning first, but sometimes we'll actually go back and reread to analyze how the text is written. So today you're probably going to have to read this passage twice. It's short. I chose a short one. It's called Traveling West. And it's short because you're going to have to read it probably 2, maybe 3 times. So our text that we're reading, you can fill that in. And the first time we read it, we're going to look for the main idea. We're getting a sense of what the main idea of this Traveling West text is. But then after we figured out that main idea, we have 2 more text boxes that look at the details of the how. You know, the author didn't just give us one sentence with the main idea of what she wanted to say, and then that was it. This is several sentences here. This is several paragraphs. So there's a reason for that. So our first text box about that is, how does the author introduce that idea? We've decided what the main idea is. But how did she introduce that? And where did she introduce that? Is it the first sentence in the first paragraph? Is it even in the first paragraph? You know, the first paragraph could just be a hook, just something to get us interested in reading the rest. And then maybe we don't even know what the main idea is until halfway through. And then we also want to talk about how that was introduced. Was it an example? Was it an anecdote? Remember, that means a story, a short little story to understand the main idea. And then, again, she doesn't just stop after she tells us what the main idea is. She fills the pages with these other words that are evidence for that main idea. So the other text box is talking about, well, how does she make sure that we know what that main idea is? I mean, it could be something, it's not, but it could be something that she just keeps repeating it over and over and over. You could say, well, she repeats the sentence. That's how we know that's the main idea. She says it 1,000 times in the passage. Well, she doesn't do that, but she is going to explain the main idea and make you understand the main idea by doing some things over and over. Maybe she gives you several examples, several stories, whatever it is. That's what you're going to be putting in that text box. Now, on your last page, this isn't as much of an opinion or your thoughts on it. This is looking at the text structure. This passage has a pretty clear text structure. Remember, those are things like chronological order. Those are things like cause and effect, compare and contrast. So remember those text structures. What does this author use as a text structure in this passage? And I want another 3 to 5 sentences here. So you're not just going to tell me the text structure. You're actually going to tell me the text structure and prove it. Give me examples. Show me why you believe that's a text structure. If you're going to say chronological, you better give me examples of why you believe it's chronological. Okay, good luck.